Today, I want to tell you a story that, if you believe it, is about a strange and inexplicable event that caused an entire town to vanish. This event took place in 2004, in a small town on the outskirts of Arizona, called Hollow Creek, with a population of just 500 people. Our main character is an ordinary young man in his 20s named Alex. Alex decides to change his life, tired of the hustle and bustle of Los Angeles, and moves to Hollow Creek. The town was so small that everyone knew each other, and the people were friendly. Alex thought he would find peace and quiet there, but he was wrong. The first strange event occurred in the yard of the town's mayor, Mr. Peterson. Mr. Peterson was a retired, gentle man. He spent time in his garden every morning. One morning, he saw something strange in the meadow behind his house. Several perfectly round holes, about a meter in diameter, had appeared there. They were deep and completely flat, as if carved into the ground, with a very precise tool. They lined up in a circle from the front door of his house to the meadow. These holes formed a line from the location of a secret box inside Mr. Peterson's house, straight to the garden. Mr. Peterson couldn't understand the meaning of these holes. When he told other townspeople about it, it was soon discovered that similar holes had appeared in other people's yards as well. These strange holes began to spread throughout the town. Alex heard about this and his curiosity grew. He decided to investigate all the holes. The first was in Mr. Peterson's yard, the second in the old postman's yard, and the third in the school teacher's yard. Alex noticed that these holes always started from a common point. They always began from a secret. For example, Mr. Peterson had a long-held secret in a hidden box at his house. The holes at the school teacher's house were about a past love he had always kept hidden. It was as if these holes were bringing people's hidden secrets and forgotten memories to the surface. At that moment, Alex noticed a strange hole had also appeared behind his own house. His heart pounded. He had just moved here a few months ago. What kind of secret could he have? A secret he didn't even know he had. This hole started directly beneath Alex's room, reaching the floor. He approached the hole and looked inside. The hole was very deep. He even turned on his flashlight and tried to look inside. The flashlight's beam couldn't reach the bottom of the hole, but with the light of the flashlight, he saw something strange. On the walls of the hole, ancient symbols were carved into the black soil. At first glance, they had no meaning, but each of them seemed to embody some kind of incomprehensible, strange power. Alex's heart started to beat faster. What secret could he have? He had moved here just a few months ago. His secret was left behind in Los Angeles. After all, he couldn't forget everything. He had committed a small crime a few years ago. He hadn't told anyone about it, and the townspeople couldn't possibly know. He didn't want to disturb the peace here. At first glance, they had no meaning, but each of them seemed to embody some kind of incomprehensible, strange power. Alex's heart started to beat faster. What secret could he have? He had moved here just a few months ago. His secret was left behind in Los Angeles. After all, he couldn't forget everything. He had committed a small crime a few years ago. He hadn't told anyone about it, and the townspeople couldn't possibly know. He didn't want to disturb the peace here. The strange words in the letter were burrowing into his mind. He didn't understand the meaning of this letter, but he did understand this. These holes weren't just for revealing secrets. These holes were for bringing some secrets to the surface. Every person who lived in this village had a secret that Alex himself didn't even know. As Alex tried to read the letter, the town mayor, Mr. Peterson, and other townspeople entered. Their faces showed a mix of fear and anger. They surrounded Alex. "You are the cause of these holes," said Mr. Peterson. "You brought the town's secrets to the surface." Alex looked at them with the letter in his hand. He showed them the mysterious writings of the letter, but the townspeople didn't believe him. They were blaming Alex for trying to hide their own secrets. At that moment, the ground began to shake. A black, shiny liquid began to erupt from all the holes. The moment these liquids hit the ground, the entire town began to sink. Without even having time to scream, they all vanished. The black liquid covered the entire town. Alex was frozen in fear. He felt the black liquid reaching his feet. He had tried to hide his secret, but these secrets had now turned into something else. a wicked evil that would swallow an entire town. As he watched this terrible event unfold before his eyes, a strange, ancient voice began to echo in his ears. It said, "Your secrets could not be hidden. Your time is up." The hole in front of Alex's door had also revealed its secret. A secret that Alex himself didn't know. The letter was not just a piece of paper. It was a call from ancient demons who once lived here. They would awaken through people's hidden secrets and reveal themselves in full. Alex had come here and caused the awakening of this evil. The most terrifying part of the story begins now. Alex's fate ends here. No other information about Hollow Creek was found. The town disappeared from the map, and the 500 people who lived there vanished. But some believe that the secrets of Hollow Creek are still hidden. These secrets are waiting for someone to reveal a new secret. 10 years passed. The name Hollow Creek had become a legend throughout the country. The government had included the area in a list of anomalous zones, so it was strictly forbidden to go there. However, such places always attract those looking for adventure. A young man named Mark was one of them. He was a paranormal investigator and journalist. Mark was determined to investigate the Hollow Creek incident. He went past the guards in the dead of night and arrived at the former site of the town. There, where the town once was, only a large, black crater remained. The inside of the crater was filled with a black, shiny, dry liquid. This liquid emitted a strange heat, as if it was drawing everything towards it. As Mark was filming the area with his camera, he saw something strange. Something was rising from the black liquid. As Mark got closer, he saw what it was. It was an old, dusty video camera. It was Alex's camera. Mark carefully took the camera and brought it home. He took out the card inside the camera and connected it to his computer. There was only one file on the computer. Its name was Hollow Creek, MP4. The file size was very large. Mark tried to open it, but the file was corrupted. Only the last 10 seconds were saved. Mark's hands trembled. He decided to open these 10 seconds. The screen showed the scene where the black liquid had reached Alex's feet. Alex had dropped the camera on the ground, and it had recorded the last words of the mayor and the townspeople. Their faces showed not fear, but a strange smile. They said in one voice, "Your secrets could not be hidden. Your time is up." Mark's eyes widened. These words weren't just words. This was proof that the townspeople had revealed their own secrets. Mark now wanted to know what this secret was. The story didn't end. The secrets of Hollow Creek are still hidden. These secrets are waiting for someone to reveal a new secret. That 10-second video kept Mark awake at night. He couldn't forget the smiling faces of the townspeople instead of fear. This was no ordinary disappearance. It was some kind of mysterious, strange ritual. Mark now decided to dig deeper into the card inside Alex's camera. Even though the file was corrupted, he hoped to find something hidden. As he studied the code of the corrupted file, he noticed something that surprised him. There was a small, hidden text file inside the file. Its name was Diary Text. This was Alex's diary. He had written about his arrival in Hollow Creek and the strange holes there. In the last pages of the diary, Alex wrote that he had finally remembered his secret. He wrote about the crime he committed in Los Angeles, which was robbing a bank. This wasn't an ordinary crime for him. What he stole from the bank was not money, but a box of ancient symbols and writings called ancient artifacts that were connected to Hollow Creek's ancient history. Alex had never told anyone about this box, but the townspeople had found the box when he arrived. This was why the townspeople had tried to hide their own secrets. They had found Alex's secret, but were forced to reveal their own secrets. The black liquid was the ancient force that brought people's hidden secrets to the surface. Mark's heart began to beat faster. He had finally understood the full truth of the Hollow Creek incident. This was no ordinary event. This was a terrifying story that showed how a hidden secret could change a person's life. He had his own secrets. He would be forced to reveal them. The only way for him to escape was to hide all his secrets and flee this place. As Mark finished reading the diary, he saw that he had received a text message on his phone. His friend, a journalist, had asked him where he was. Mark told him he was in Hollow Creek, and he felt a text message coming to his phone. This wasn't his friend, it was the mayor himself. His text message was, "Your secrets could not be hidden. "Your time is up." Mark was frozen with the phone in his hand. He was a journalist, a man of logic and facts. But how could a town mayor who disappeared 10 years ago send him a text message? This was some kind of joke, but his body felt that it wasn't a joke. He checked the phone screen one more time. The text message had changed instantly. Now, the same strange symbols from Alex's diary had appeared. Mark looked around in terror. The dry ground where he was standing had softened, as if it was turning into a liquid. That shiny, black liquid was now slithering towards his feet from the crater. He saw the perfectly round holes that had appeared in the ground, just as it was written in Alex's story. These holes were completely filled with the black liquid. Mark tried to run, but his legs felt heavy, and he couldn't move. The camera on his shoulder fell into the liquid on the ground. The black liquid was slowly swallowing his body. Mark understood that he had tried to hide his own secret, but now he realized what a terrible end this secret would bring him. He had a hidden secret in his own life, a secret he had never told anyone. But now, this secret was being revealed by the ancient power of Hollow Creek. When the liquid reached his chest, he struggled to breathe, as if he was underwater. In his mind's eye, in the reflection of the shiny liquid, the faces of the Hollow Creek residents appeared. They were looking at him with a terrifying smile. They seemed to be welcoming Mark, and there, among them, was Alex's face. The words Mark heard were not the mayor's text message. This was the last message sent to him by the townspeople. It said, "Your secrets could not be hidden. Your time is up. Double quotes. In that moment, Mark also became a new memory of Hollow Creek. His body was absorbed into the black liquid, and his mind was trapped forever. The secrets of Hollow Creek had taken another victim. He became a part of a terrifying story that shows how a hidden secret can change a person's life.